Today we're taking a look at these NBA matches, which are happening on Wednesday, November 3, 2021, and giving you match breakdowns, betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes, let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. 5 plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 270 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting advice that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks and advice. Portland Trail Blazers vs Cleveland Cavaliers. Portland is averaging 112 points per game. They scored 103 points in their last game, making 47.6% of their field goals and 35.3% from three-point range. Norman Powell led Portland with 22 points in their last game. Damian Lillard had 20 points, 7 rebounds, and 10 assists, while CJ McCollum added 20 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists for the Trailblazers. Portland has struggled defensively, giving up 110.1 points per game. They gave up 113 points in their last game and will need to do a better job if they want to win this game. Our first betting advice is to pick Portland, minus 3.5. Cleveland's offense only ranks 21st in scoring, which could be a concern given the lethal scoring duo that Portland has within their backcourt. A deeper dive shows a struggle with their three-point percentage, ranking 27th in the league, and while the height-centric lineup has turned some heads, it has also left quite a bit to be desired on the scoring front. Colin Sexton is the team's leading scorer, 17.2 ppg, and the backcourt has depth, if not a scoring punch to it. Darius Garland is first on the team in assists, 7.5 app, and second in scoring, 13.8 ppg. Evan Mobley, 13.6 ppg, has come on strong, but the real player to keep an eye on is Lauri Markkanen. The lengthy big man from the Bulls is a player that can struck it from 3 if he gets going and could help to alleviate some of the spacing issues that Cleveland is running into. Our second betting advice is to pick over 219. Boston Celtics vs Orlando Magic. The Celtics came out on fire, led by Jaylen Brown, and built a 67-59 halftime lead. They came out even hotter to start the third and built a 19-point third quarter lead. The Bulls chipped away at that and cut the lead to 103-89 entering the fourth quarter. Then the wheels came off. The Bulls dominated the Celtics on their own floor, outscoring them 39-11 in the fourth quarter to win easily 128-114. Jason Tatum had another bad night, going 8 for 22, and it prompted comments from Marcus Smart after the game, basically calling out the two stars, Tatum and Brown, for shooting too much, forcing bad shots, and not passing or moving the ball to the open man. In a word, brutal. Our first betting advice is to pick Boston minus 6. Offense has been tough to come by for Orlando, as it ranks number 22 in the NBA in points per game, 103.9. Anthony is scoring a team-high 19.4 points and is the top distributor with 5.6 assists per game. The Magic are heavily reliant upon a pair of rookies in their starting lineup. Small forward Franz Wagner is scoring 15.6 points, while shooting guard Jalen Suggs is scoring 13.0. Centers Wendell Carter Jr. and Mo Bamba are both scoring 12 points per game and are both adding 9 rebounds per game. Shooting guard Terrence Ross is contributing 10.5 points per game off the bench. The Magic are number 23 defensively, allowing 111.5 points per game. They are currently without forward Jonathan Isaac and point guard Markelle Fultz due to knee injuries. Our second betting advice is to pick under 215. Quick reminder, BetUS is a platform that offers betting on all major sport and horse racing leagues. It has slots, table games, blackjack, and a variety of other casino games. All of the major US leagues are available for betting, including the NFL, NBA, NHL, MLB, and PGA. In addition, BetUS allows wagers on esports, Olympic events, soccer, cricket, boxing, cycling, and many more competitions. Join BetUS now using our link down below and get 125% cashback bonus on your first deposit on the sportsbook after you open an account and deposit using our link and use our promo code HIGHSTAKES. Toronto Raptors vs Washington Wizards. Toronto is averaging 104.9 points per game. They scored 113 points in their last game, making 43.4% of their field goals and 33.3% of their three-pointers. Aga Anunoby led the way for Toronto with 36 points, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. Gary Trent Jr. finished with 26 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, and 4 steals, while Fred VanVleet added 17 points, 9 rebounds, and 8 assists. Toronto has played well defensively, giving up 100.2 points per game. They gave up 104 points in their last game and will need to keep it up if they want to get the win. Our first betting advice is to pick Washington Wizards, -3. The Wizards won't have to hold their breath because the Raptors aren't getting to the line nearly as often. However, they will have to deal with a tremendous defensive team capable of making their typically offensive-heavy nights quite difficult. Opposing teams are only averaging 100.2 points per game against the Raptors. But as of right now, the Wizards might have the more well-rounded team. Not only can they pile on the scoreboard, but the team is also seeing marginal improvements with its defense as well. To be fair, anything could be considered an improvement after the mess we witnessed last season. Rui Hachimura is still out for this game, and David Bertans is listed as day-to-day on the injured list. The goal for the Wizards is to get things moving right out of the gates offensively against the Raptors. Put a little pressure on them to score buckets to win this game. They can't allow Toronto's defense to take things over. Our second betting advice is to pick under. Chicago Bulls vs Philadelphia 76ers. Chicago has allowed 98.8 points per game, good for 4th in the NBA through the early goings. Nikola Vucevic has provided a much-needed defensive presence and rebounding animal inside. He's averaging 15.8 points and a solid 11 rebounds so far this season. The Bulls' new look is paying off this season, and they appear to be here to stay as a contender in the Eastern Conference. Our first betting advice is to pick Chicago Bulls +3. On the year, the 76ers are 8th in the league in scoring offense, with 112.1 points per game. The 76ers are 30th in rebounding as they collect 40.9 rebounds per contest, while they are 10th in assists by dishing out an average of 24.3 dimes a night. Philadelphia is 9th in the league in scoring defense as they allow an average of 103.6 points a contest. Joe Embiid leads the 76ers as he puts up 21 points, 8.7 rebounds and 3.8 assists per contest this season. Seth Curry contributes 16.4 points a night, Tobias Harris chips in 19.8 points, plus 9 rebounds per game, while Therese Maxey adds 14 points plus 4 assists per contest. Furkan Korkmaz kicks in 10.9 points a night. Georges Niang, 10.7 points, Shake Milton, 11.3 points, Danny Green, Andre Drummond, Matisse Thybulle, Isaiah Joe and Paul Reed are key pieces of the rotation for coach Doc Rivers. Philadelphia is first in the league in field goal percentage as they shoot 49.2% from the floor as a team this season. The 76ers are 11th in threes per game as they drain 13.3 triples a contest, while they are 4th in three-point shooting by connecting on 38.1% of their attempts from beyond the arc. Grant Riller, knee, and Ben Simmons, back mental minced, are out for the 76ers. Harris missed Monday's game in health and safety protocols, and he is listed as out for Wednesday. Embiid missed Monday's game due to rest and got a clean bill of health on his knee. He's expected to play here. Our second betting advice is to pick under.